Street takeover takes a dangerous turn. How someone was injured by a car doing donuts. Plus, a unique way to check something off your to-do list and have some Halloween fun at the same time, where you can visit this haunted car wash. Hello, everyone. Welcome to The Rundown. I'm Robin Winston. More on those stories coming up in a moment. But first, drivers are again getting some relief. According to AAA, a gallon of regular unleaded is down across the board in every county in Southern California. It's not much, just a few cents, but every bit helps. And speaking of help, the first round of California's inflation relief checks have been sent out. These payments are meant to help with the higher cost of living, everything from gas to groceries. They are based on income and family size from $200 to $1,050. Dangerous street takeovers were seen across multiple cities in Orange County Friday morning. They happened in Anaheim, Costa Mesa, and also in Buena Park, where someone was hit by a car doing donuts. We paused the video right before the spectator was hit by the car. We don't know his condition, but cars were seen doing stunts again after he was struck. And then over in Anaheim, a street was lit on fire. People got inside that ring of fire as cars went around it. Police arrived at the intersections and dispersed the crowds. The candidates to become LA's next mayor, Karen Bass and Rick Caruso, faced off in another contentious debate. The two of them addressed and shared their solutions to some of the biggest issues in the city. And when it comes to dealing with LA's homeless crisis, the candidates had different ideas.
My opponent wants to essentially round up people and warehouse them in shelters, and that's something that was done many years ago, and it just doesn't work.
You bring them inside, you give them care with dignity and humanity, and then you give them the services they need.
A recent poll from the LA Times and UC Berkeley shows Caruso cutting into Bass's lead, trailing just 3 percentage points. Bass had a 12-point advantage back in August. NBC4 and Telemundo 52 will host the third and final LA mayoral debate on Tuesday, the 11th at 7 p.m. And we want to see your questions for the candidates. All you have to do is scan that QR code right there on your screen, and your question might be a part of the live debate. All right, keep those umbrellas handy. There's a chance that we could get some rain and cooler temperatures.
Hi, everybody. I'm meteorologist Shauna Mandiola. We've got a chance of rain in the mountains for the next 5 days. I know it says 4 right here, but we'll add Wednesday into that as well. Better chance on Wednesday as we've got an area of low pressure shifting out west. It is going to stick around for a while and give us a chance in the mountains. Jet stream will dip down, though, as we head to Monday and Tuesday to bring cool air our way. So that means that overall we will get a cooling trend. It doesn't look like we're going to get much rain out of this, but it will feel nice outside. Check out those numbers. You're going to be in the 80s for now, 70s as we head to next week. We've got more cloud coverage as we head to Wednesday. We hope for some rain, but that looks to be stuck in the mountains. Valley forecast, you are going to be cooling down out of the 90s to the 70s. That'll feel nice, and fall-like weather coming our way in the deserts as well. One chance of that thunderstorm activity will be in the mountains. That'll be from Saturday through Wednesday. We'll keep an eye on that and give you the updates right here.
The LAPD says it's taking more than $20 million worth of dangerous drugs off city streets. Detectives from the department's Gang and Narcotics Division showed off what they seized from a recent bust. It includes 250 pounds of cocaine, 5 pounds of heroin, and over 1 million fentanyl pills. The department credits a K-9 officer named Zook for helping them make the bust. An alarming spike in fentanyl overdoses and deaths among teens has many families searching for help. That's why the LAPD held a town hall meeting in Woodland Hills. That's where a 17-year-old student at El Camino Real High School died from an off-campus fentanyl overdose this week. The LAPD officer who ran the meeting says parents should be proactive to protect their children. The meeting was billed as adults only, but parents we spoke with do not regret bringing their kids.
They're on TikTok, they're on the internet, they're telling me stuff before I even know anything about what's going on. So I figure this can't be much scarier or worse than what they already know.
To make sure you're aware of these things and not interacting with these things, and to stay away and be safe.
I'm cautious now on what I'm gonna intake or put into my body.
Attendees left the meeting with fresh insights on fentanyl and the dangers of the dark web. President Biden says he'll take executive action to pardon people convicted of marijuana possession.
Too many lives have been upended because of our failed approach to marijuana. It's time that we right these wrongs.
The president called this one of his campaign promises. He's now urging governors to do the same because many marijuana crimes are prosecuted at the state level. Here in California, recreational marijuana became legal back in 2018. Adults 21 and older can possess up to 1 ounce of dried weed or 8 grams of concentrate. Those who exceed these amounts can be charged with a misdemeanor. Police in Irvine are investigating a bizarre incident on the 405 freeway when a driver was seen cruising on 3 wheels with her tailgate wide open. Check this out. This happened on Tuesday. The man who shot the video tells us that he was in disbelief. Chad Towersy said that it was clear to him that there was something wrong and just off with the driver. So he followed the woman's Audi and confronted her when she exited the 405.
On drugs right now?
No, not at all. My car gave out. I mean, I had somebody help me before, and apparently the brake did not stop.
Do you know you're driving on 3 wheels right now? Your wheels.
We blurred the woman's face because she hasn't been arrested or charged with the crime. Police say they did not have enough evidence to take her into custody, but they did impound her Audi. There was a battle over a Halloween haunted house in San Bernardino. The city shut it down after some neighbors complained it was a nuisance. But the family who runs it says they use the money earned from it to pay for their daughter's medical bills. The Cowan family created the haunted house and has kept it going for the past 9 years. Some neighbors say it draws large crowds and lots of noise to the area. That's why the city has put a stop to it. The family's 14-year-old daughter has a terminal illness and is in hospice care. Her dad tells us this will probably be her last Halloween.
We just enjoy every minute, and we're hoping at least we could get the final scare off, but it's you know, we just kind of take it day by day.
The family asked for leniency at Wednesday night's city council meeting, but they were turned down. The brand new Metro K line connecting Santa Monica and the Expo line with SoFi Stadium and the Crenshaw line is now open. The K line gives South Los Angeles and Inglewood their most extensive rail service since the 1950s. The line, which will show up on maps using the color pink, runs from Leimert Park to Westchester. It'll eventually allow direct train service to LAX once new stations start opening near the airport next year and in 2024. Halloween is just weeks away, and a new survey reveals the safest cities for families to take the kids for trick-or-treating. So the top 3 cities in Southern California are Irvine, Carlsbad in the San Diego area, and Glendale. Also making the top 25, we have Burbank, Torrance, and Marietta in the Inland Empire. The survey was created by the website Chamber of Commerce, and they looked at everything from pedestrian fatalities to crime and the number of officers employed by the city. Discovery Cube Orange County is calling on all ghosts and goblins for the first ever Pumpkin Palooza. I just like the name. So we were in Santa Ana getting a sneak peek Thursday with the new Festival of Science Fun. It opened to the public. It's 2 floors of freaky fun with an interactive dance party, bumper cars, and much, much more. Pumpkin Palooza is open Thursdays through Sundays for the entire month of October. I love that there's so many fun things to do in October, even this. Southern California's first haunted car wash is back for Halloween. It's called the Tunnel of Terror, and you'll experience costume characters, special effects, all while going through the car wash. Well, there are 2 locations that you can check out. So we have one in Anaheim at the Big Wave Express, and then the other one is over in Fontana at the Raceway Express Car Wash. It's $30, and that includes the wash. And you do have to make a reservation in advance, so don't just show up. Make your reservation. It's open Thursday, Friday, and Saturday nights through October 30th. Have a spectacular time. You can always get news and weather updates on the NBCLA app and on our website, NBCLA.com. And be sure to tune into Today in LA on NBC4 weekdays from 4 to 7 a.m. I'll be helping you get around with the traffic reports throughout your morning commute. I'll see you next time on The Rundown.